It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens under the lights on Sunday night.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, Wheaton Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Facing fourth down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep for LA is Darius Davis.
Taken in at the 22.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Charger over.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. Evans, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Let's go right here.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Hill, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with that to the ground, and fourth down now coming up.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Still on his feet. Mark Andrews.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 78 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Herbert now. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And taken down just shy of the 40. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw to Disley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5. Herbert back to the air. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
2nd down and 4. From the gun, a run by Spiller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Spiller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Edwards stays on his feet. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Once more, Edwards. And Edwards will score for a Charger touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
In motion, Aguilar. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. That is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Herbert on 1st down now. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Here's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And they run with Edwards off the option. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And that makes it 14-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. The dangerous Hill now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. I know tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. "51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, You got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now Herbert. Pass caught. Hits Davis on the crossing route. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 3. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Josh Palmer, the intended target, and it's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Look at the big fella go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now finds his man. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Short throw to Disley. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Herbert. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been, and in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back, but they fell asleep at the switch.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. A give for Edwards running right. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Back to throw. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
And they'll run again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Herbert, third and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Josh Palmer.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second and 5. Off the option, here's Henry.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with third and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. A toss left, Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They set up the screen for Henry. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play action. Now Jackson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped. and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Herbert. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. They work now on 2nd and 9. Herbert off of play action. That's caught right side by Palmer. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Edwards will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Likely the target that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll try the right side with Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
On second down, here's Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now a 2nd and 6. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw caught by Andrews. Here's 2nd and 5 now for 7. To throw is Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Jackson going to keep it running right. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
A first down carry for Henry, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson to throw. Open man, that's Henry. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Here's 1st and goal. Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now second down and a few inches. Throwing, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Jackson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for two when you're down one in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers down by one. A little under 30 seconds remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Now Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here comes second down. Herbert. And that is incomplete here. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Throwing, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.